Hi, David. I'm Mr. Bears here again. I'm going to take a quick walk through your response paragraph paper. First, a word about titles. In MLA style, you always capitalize the first and last word of titles. Verbs, and is a verb, is always capitalized. Which is not a preposition or a conjunction or an article, so it would be capitalized as well. One thing about introducing your source, so while you can use the parenthetical citation to indicate the source, this certainly covers that. You most often see in MLA style that the first time the author is a source is introduced, the full name of the author is introduced in a signal phrase. And so I think one of the things that might happen here is that you slow down the getting into this a little bit. America's always been told that water is healthier than soda. I would either develop that idea maybe a little bit more or just let it set there. I think the point we're really getting at is that for most Americans, tap water is virtually free, and so that might run into problems with, I guess, large corporations who can't monetize that. That seems to be your topic. So you may want to take a little more time to introduce the topic before you get into the article itself. I think that, you might say something like Andy Pallotti, showed one big corporation's approach to tap water with his article about the Cap the Tap program. So that eases the reader into this a little more than finding that down here. So maybe the occasion of the article is what you want to be introducing, maybe more than the title. But that's just a general rule of thumb. I would like to see you introduce the source for the first time in a signal phrase. I think you did a good job of discussing what's in here. You have found the kind of therefore idea. I'm not sure you've got the right word here where the Coca-Cola marginalizes profit over health. I think emphasized is really what they're doing here. Marginalized tends to make something less important. So if anything, my takeaway from your article is not that they've done anything but marginalize profit. They seem to have tried to maximize profit over the health of its consumers. The but is a little more tricky to find, but I do think you want to work to find it. It seems to me that if you're using, say, the example from Michelle Obama's initiative and as First Lady, this Drink Up campaign, this might seem to be the way. That I think Bellotti's point is, when I went and looked at the article, is that they're essentially Coke is pretending to be involved or committed to this healthy initiative. That, of course, was part of what Mrs. Obama was trying to do here. The but seems to be that they were actually got involved in the campaign to emphasize people consuming products, not necessarily tap water. And, of course, another thing the article points out is that in addition to making soft drinks, Coca-Cola is one of the largest bottled water consumers or producers as well. In your response paragraph, let me just say something about this tricky word, however. When you use it like this, it tends to interrupt the sentence, and so it gets a comma before it and after it. These commas seem to follow it around like parentheses, and that's what these grade marks discuss. So this would probably be however, would say, and then you certainly talk about your own experiences of water being better than soda. I think part of, though, what Bellotti is getting at is the idea of tap water better than soda, and certainly probably also better than bottled water. So in that response, I think one of the things you might also consider responding to this article with would be your own experience of being targeted as a consumer. How often do you see Coca-Cola as a brand that's advertising to you? How ubiquitous is it in society? That might be another way to get at this. So let's take a quick look at the original article. So when it came to citing this, you found the title, you found the author, you found the date of publication, you found the URL. Those are important. The one other thing you need is the name of the website. In this particular case, Civil Eats is the name of the website. And you want to treat Civil Eats like it's the New York Times or the Washington Post or something. The website becomes the publisher. So if we switch back and look at your citation, in most citations, you're going to have two types of title. There's the title of the individual article. Coca-Cola's assault on tap water. That's the title that goes in quotation marks. The title that gets italicized is the bigger, sort of the container, as MLA calls it. And what that means in this particular case is the name of the website. So Civil Eats would come next, and that's the part that would be italicized. So again, the individual article's title goes in quotation marks. The name of the website would go in italics. It would do the dates this way. After that comma comes the URL. This website is not quite MLA style. They want the name of the website. They don't use this term. So yours will look more like this. Still, I think you're putting it together. And as we work more on integrating sources in this course, I think you'll get better and better at it.